Welcome back, my friends from Nepal. We have right here a band that was never on the channel before. It's 1974 AD with a track called Pinjada Ko Suga. I translated this thing, and the title means the parrot in the cage. And it's about freedom. I was reading the lyrics and I was like, I don't understand what it's actually about. So I asked the AI to interpret the lyrics for me. Right here, the AI can make mistakes, so I will try to go for the meaning of the song, but the AI might make mistakes right here, definitely. And yeah, we're gonna dive right into this after the intro.
Superstars haben Millionen für Promotion, gern geschehen, aber jeder kann es schaffen, das wollt ihr mir echt erzählen. Manche Leute können dir jahrelang auf die Nerven gehen, zu einem Streit gehören immer zwei, gern geschehen, ich hoffe...
If you want to support me, you can check out my Patreon, link is down in the video description. Thank you very much for your support, I appreciate it. Let's go into the track, just an audio, think a lyric video actually, because it says lyrics in the title, but yeah, that's basically it we have for this one. Got this recommended by you, by the way. The band in general, but many different songs from this band. I wasn't sure which song I should go for from this band. I just decided to go for this one. Okay, so that is interesting because like the melody used right here seems familiar to me, but I don't know where I know this from. I feel like it's as well an old rock band or rock and roll band, Nirvana, something like this, until the flute comes in. Like just the guitar right here seems familiar. It's really cool that this song mixes the rock and kind of the rock and roll with, I would say, folk music. So it's kind of folk rock, something like this. So the different elements we had, I saw the instrumentalists right here in the video description. You can see it right here. Put it right there. So you can see the vocals and drums by Adrian Prathan, guitar and vocals by Piroy Shyandgen, Manoj Kumar Kesi mit guitars and keyboard, Nirakar Yaktumba bass, Sanjay Shrestha drums and percussion. That's double drums, like that's 2 times drums. Or is it dorms? What is dorms? What is that? Okay, Manose Singh make bansuri and flute. I don't know what a bansuri is actually. Maybe, yeah, probably another traditional instrument right here. They have these power chords with the guitar. The guitar is making like super rhythmic power chords. I feel this is how it's called. I have no clue about guitars, but I think it's like this fast rhythmic playing that they're doing right here, with multiple strings held at the same time right here. So that's really cool. I think the song doesn't have a hook actually, which is really interesting because there's no repeated lyrics right here. So I think the first part of the lyrics goes like this: an innocent child in the name of sight, I've been trapped inside a cage. For me, oh Lord Shiva, there's no peace or rest, not even a tiny shred of it, even in my dreams. the seek for freedom, he's been in a cage. They taken the metaphor of a parrot being right here in a cage. Parrots are very intelligent, so that makes actually sense to make this as a metaphor for humans. And then it says like, Lord Shiva, there's no peace or rest. So basically asking, like, it has a spiritual aspect as well, like asking Shiva as well, like, why do I have to endure this, something like this. And then my poor parents live in a distant corner of the forest, with whom I can share the burning anguish of my heart as I wail here from in this cage. So it is described the pain, it's described like something like that feels like depression, like anguish of my heart, right? So kind of a psychological aspect right here as well. And then this live in a distant corner of the forest is kind of because it's like a metaphor for the parrot, I think, because like the forest is another like for the scenery mentioned right here. Yeah, so I have an explanation right here by the AI that says the poem Pinjada ko Suga by Leknath Paudyal is one of the most celebrated works in Nepali literature, written, and I can make this big, written in the early 20th century. It operates on 3 distinct layers. The literal plight of a bird, a fierce political allegory, and a deeper philosophical meditation on the human condition. And here it says, Nepal was under the autocratic rule of the Rana dynasty, a regime that strictly censored free speech, restricted education, and kept the citizens isolated and controlled, which actually means the track is political as well, right? Something like I don't know if you call this a revolution song, but it's definitely talking about like the like there's no freedom in the country right here. I think I even like the instrumental parts a lot, with the rhythms used right here, how accurate the guitar is playing, and the flute is going like with the same rhythm as the guitars, and I really like how this is done right here. The instrumental part is really cool.
कहिले पागल सरी उफ्रन्छु केवल बनको सुख सम्झन्छु फलफुल खाई नित्य रमाई वनमा पिर्ने बबुरालाई विधिले पायो पिञ्जडा भित्र कर्म हरे शिव हुन्छ विचित्र.
Yeah, this flute is so cool. They keep on the same thing. So what this actually makes is like it is skipping the hook, and instead between the verses we have a relatively long instrumental part with different repeating parts that are coming in again and again and again. So structure-wise interesting, because it's a little bit different from what we hear these days when there are new releases out. The second verse goes like, shedding tears, sometimes I weep, sometimes I become just like a corpse. So this freedom that the protagonist is missing as the parrot has been described as being making depression and numbness. Like I've just become like a corpse. It's like he feels numb, he feels like a dead person, right? Numb. Sometimes I'll leap and bound like a madman. So kind of being going crazy, right? So going crazy because of it. Only remembering the bliss of the forest. And right here, I think the forest is a metaphor for the freedom that is like in the nature. And I actually don't know how to describe this metaphor, because I feel like this is even deeper why the forest has been used, but I don't know. Eating fruits and rejoicing every day, the innocent creature who used to roam the woods. So he's remembering how this freedom was when they chased, like when they were as this parrot in the woods. and could eat fruits and just enjoy life. Fate has now trapped inside a cage. Oh Lord Shiva, destiny is truly strange and unpredictable. So kind of saying to the Lord Shiva right here that wait a second. There was an explanation right here down below because I wasn't really sure why, like, which position Lord Shiva has in Nepali culture and spiritually and religion. So there was right here an explanation for this, and I'm actually looking for this. Yeah. This speaks to the law of karma and the cosmic confusion of why a pure soul must endure earthly suffering, alternating between grief, numbness, and desperate seeking. So I feel like this explanation of the AI makes a lot of sense, but it's always, if you have no clue about the topic, that the answer makes a lot of sense, and then again, it doesn't have to be true. So, but yeah, actually this why a pure soul must endure earthly suffering, I feel like this can really be the thing right here. Oh, we have a real chill power right here as well. I love that. There's an instrument used right here. We call that in Germany, if you literally translate it, it's a rainmaker. It's this, you have a tube and you hold it, and then there's a sound. It makes like a, like, it sounds like the rain a little bit, you know, that's why it's called like that. Like, for real, these instrumental parts are really beautiful, and I always love this mix of rock music with folk. I feel like it's one of the most beautiful genres that ever get created by humans. And you hear this from a lot of countries, like this kind of thing, because folk music differentiates regarding the country where it's from, because different instruments usually getting used. What a really beautiful guitar solo right here. It's really beautiful.
बालकलाई बन्धन पार्यो व्यर्थ मलाई शीतल पारी कुञ्ज निवासी भोजन मीठा फलको खास ती सब हुन् कि आज विनाश बाँकी छ एकै मनको त्रास.
All right. That was the third verse right here.
जागृति
really cool song. I have to say, like, regarding the instrument choice and the rhythms used, the melodies used, the energy shifts, this folk part right there, guitar solo, and I think even two different guitarists playing the solo. Like, one was more acoustic, the other one was more distorted. So yeah, it was really nice. And we still have the third verse that we didn't take a look at yet. How much I used to wander, how much I used to roam, traveling across so many different lands. Oh God, why must an innocent child like me be subjected to this feudal captivity? So once again, remembering the freedom and being trapped right now in the cage or in this country where he's at, and asking God why this is actually happening. So kind of, why do I have to suffer like this? An inhabitant of the cool mountain arbors, feasting on delicious choice fruits, are all those days destroyed and gone? Today nothing remains now but terror in my heart. So this goes a step a little bit further of this like, we had being like a madman going crazy, we had like feelings of depression, we had feelings of what was it again? Can look for this, numbness as well. And this going a little bit further to calling it terror in my heart. This is like, I don't know if it's mania, like something like this. It has like this psychological effects on the protagonists are being described right here, right? Yeah, I mean, really cool, and as well something completely different from what we usually have on this channel. I mean, in terms of the topics in the song. So this is kind of pretty different. Was really cool. Thank you very much for being here with me. You can check out my Patreon if you want to support me. Thank you very much. I appreciate that a lot. And my people, I'm out.